Obama advisor Rahm Emanuel once said, "You never want a serious crisis to go to waste." And gun-grabbing politicians live by that mantra. Since the senseless acts of violence in Buffalo, New York and Uvalde, Texas, Democrats have smelled fresh blood, and they're exploiting the tragedies in an attempt to pass a dream list of gun control packages. Moreover, turncoat Republicans are on board with these proposed draconian bills. So here's a quick rundown of this attempt to cripple our Second Amendment. Red or yellow flag gun confiscations, it's all the same. The most likely items to pass both chambers of Congress is a bill on red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders. Sidney Blumenthal and Rhino Lindsey Graham have been working on a proposal as we speak. They can call it yellow flag laws, but it will still be a red flag gun confiscation bill. The threat of red flag legislation reaching the president's desk is extremely high. These laws violate an individual's right to due process. 21 to buy a gun. Raising the age to buy rifles to 21 is also likely to pass out of the House. This bill has some support from Republicans. Overcoming the filibuster will be hard, although Democrats might be willing to drop other legislation as a so-called compromise to get this bill passed. These politicians don't want 18 to 20-year-old adults having guns unless they're being shipped out to war to fight for the freedom of these despicable gun grabbers. Unenforceable safe storage laws. Safe storage laws are another measure that has out-of-touch Republican support. There'll be immense pressure put on Republicans by Democrats in the Senate and anti-gun groups to back this bill. Bump stock ban. A bump stock ban is also in the works. The ATF has already banned the controversial item by changing the definition of machine gun. But that's on shaky legal ground. If the Supreme Court takes up the case brought by Gun Owners of America, that ban could be knocked down. Any new law like this will fight a tough uphill battle. The bill's language will likely expand the ban past just bump stocks to other types of devices such as binary triggers. Are belt loops next? Serialize everything. Another proposal on the table would require serializing all unfinished firearm frames and 3D printed so-called ghost guns. A bill would probably pass the House in some form, but we believe this will be stopped in the Senate. Even if the bill does pass, it would be unenforceable. Now let's get to the proposal that Democrats will almost assuredly introduce. A ban on standard magazines. A gun magazine ban that would ban all standard magazines holding more than 10 rounds has been batted around. Most don't believe that a proposal like this can make it through the Senate and might be a sacrificial lamb to pass other, less extreme bills. But this is one the left really, really wants. Assault weapons ban, the sequel. The second sacrificial lamb proposal is a 1994-style so-called assault weapons ban. It did nothing to stop human violence the first time, but they want to try it again. This piece of legislation has been a Democrat dream for years, and Dianne Feinstein and Nancy Pelosi are throwing weight behind a ban, and Biden wants this legislation on his desk. We see this as a negotiation piece of legislation, but you never know if the anti-gun politicians will be able to dig up the votes to pass a bill. Everything gets a background check. The final piece of legislation is universal background checks. This law has been a goal of Democrats for a very long time. The anti-gun side will be sure to bring this up, but the chances of it passing in the Senate is slim, although it could pass the House. We need to pressure our legislators to not bend a knee to the anti-freedom coalition, and we need you to call your representatives. I'm Dan Wass, and this has been another AmmoLand News Second Amendment update. Tell us what you think in the comments below, and share this video with your family and friends to help support AmmoLand News, America's oldest Second Amendment news outlet.